These are my demands. I demand more treats. I demand more belly rubs. I demand humans give daddy more likes on his videos. And let the humans mention me in the comments. Those are my demands. Or I will strike longer and harder. You will miss me from all the videos. Okay, get the camera off me. I'm mad. Good afternoon, Magic Players and card collectors of all kinds. You've heard it from Kaiba, straight from his mouth. He is definitely making some demands from both myself and from you guys. So hopefully we can all do our part and get Kaiba to appear in more videos. But in the meantime, it's Tuesday, and Tuesday means Dollarama Trolls of Destiny! 3 packs of Destiny for you today. I was going to do a couple more, but to be honest, I think I might have a short recording span today. I don't know how long I'm going to have before I'm going to have to go real quiet again, like I did on Sunday, so let's just dive right in. My goal is to try and get through both this and through new set versus old set without having to dub down my voice, so that the only things that will be a little quiet this week would be the jump starts. Alright. Let's see what we got. Tribute to Urborg. Kicker blue and 1. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. If it was kicked, that creature gets an additional -1/-1 until end of turn for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. Damn. That's a beast of a spell off the top. Instant too. Dedapult. Sacrifice a zombie. Dedapult deals 2 damage to any target. Huh. I do not have a red zombie deck. That is interesting. I'm going to admit that for now. I'm going to think about what kind of deck I could build with red zombies. Burden of Guilt. Enchant creature. Pay 1, tap enchant creature. Huh. That's funny. I kind of like that. Rumbling Baloth. 4/4, just a straight up vanilla 4/4. I'm going to put that to the bottom. Just so we're clear, top, middle, bottom, because I don't think they'll appear properly on the screen. I'm worried about that. Hopefully my camera doesn't screw up either. Alright, we got a 2/2 spirit for 3. And we can pay 3 to give it +3/+3 into end of turn, and it also has persist. Decent. I'm going to admit that. Human Druid. Tap it to untap target land, or tap it, untap 3 target lands, but only activate if 7 or more cards in your... Ooh, I like that. That's decent. That's going to the top, actually. Simian Simulacrum. Enters the battlefield, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, and you can unearth it. Decent. Wild Growth, enchant land. Enchanted land is tapped for mana. It gets an additional forest. Cool. So if you enchant a forest, you get 2 forests. If you enchant anything other than a forest, you get whatever it is plus forest. Many Partings. A very solid sorcery. Can't complain about getting that. Veiled Serpent. When an opponent casts a spell, if Veiled Serpent is an enchantment, it becomes a 4/4 serpent creature that can't attack unless its defending creature controls an island. Huh. So I guess it becomes until end of turn, or is that a permanent? Nope, it says it's no longer enchantment. Weird. So the first time somebody casts a spell, I think it would be more fun if it became a creature and then stopped being a creature. I'm gonna admit it though. Fadia Seer. I apologize for the people who speak whatever language that is, because I butchered it for sure. Tap, draw a card, reveal it. If it isn't a land card, discard it. Huh. Mid. That's definitely good in a mill deck, I suppose, but otherwise, that kind of sucks. Blitzleech. Flash. Awesome. 5/2 for 6. Shit. When it enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Remove all counters from that creature. Costs too much. Infuriate. Target creature gets +3/+2 until end of turn for 1 red. That's awesome. Expose the culprit. Pay 1 in red. Choose one or both. Target creature. Turn target face down creature face up. Exile any number of face up creatures you control with disguise in a face down pile. Shuffle that pile, then cloak them. Ooh, I kind of like that. I don't have that sort of deck yet, but that's going mid because that would be really cool in the right deck. Ancestral Anger is kind of a sad card for Commander. I'm going to put it to the bottom. So far, we've had 2 videos in a row we've pulled legendaries. I don't know if we'll pull one today, but we're going to try. Oh, I opened it from the backside, so flip that, flip that. We didn't pull a land yet, so we'll see if we pull any lands too. That's another thing we haven't been pulling a lot of lately from Dollarama. When we do, they're always plains, it seems, these days. Field Conversion. Pay 4 in black. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature. It's -4/-4. If it dies, surveil. When it dies, surveil 2. Case in point. Plains. Just put that over here. Ooh. Dijini Windseer. It's a hollow, which is nice. We haven't had a hollow in a while. Come on, stay plugged in. When it enters the battlefield, roll a d20. Scry 1, scry 2, scry 3. Solid. This is still recording, right? Yes. Okay, as long as it's still recording. We'll put that at top. I like that. If I can flash that, that would be really good. And draw Basin. Pay 2 to put into play, then pay X and tap it to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature with power X. Yeah. I'm going to bottom that. That costs way too much just to do 1 counter. If it did counters on all the creatures with power X, that would be better. Soothing of Smeagol. Return target non-token creature to its owner's hand. The ring tempts you. That's decent. Safe Passage. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you and creatures you control this turn. That's amazing. Ooh, Darkwater Catacombs in a nice... Oh, it is, it's Doctor Who art. I like it. And it's not plains, so we broke this streak at least. Petrifying Meddler. When you cast this spell, tap up to 1 target creature and put a stun counter on it. It's okay. Rockstar, unfortunately, is an Acorn card, so I'm going to immediately put that over here to the bottom for now. However, keep an eye out in the near future. We might be dealing with some Acorn cards. Hint at something that might be coming to a Saturday near you. Honorifor Mage. Squid Illusion, flying. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter. Ooh, damn. It costs 4 to put into play, but you get +1/+1 counters constantly. It's at least mid. He is mid too. We've seen him many a times on this channel, but he is definitely a solid pull. Ooh, another Goblin. Torch Carrier. Haste. Sacrifice it. Another target creature gains haste into it. Okay. I don't mind that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pop that on top. Alchemist's Vial. Enters the battlefield, draw a card. Pay 1, tap it, sacrifice it. Target creature can't attack or block this turn. Huh. I mean, it's a decent way to save yourself in a pinch. And Siren of the Storm. Flying, whenever you cast a spirit or arcane spell, you may draw a card. It's a 6 cost for a 3/3 spirit with flying, but you get a bunch of cards out of it. I'm going to admit it. Alright, last pack of Destiny. Can we pull a legendary and keep the streak alive? Or will it die with this video? Here we go. Blazing Volley. Deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. Solid. Definitely an amazing pull, especially if you have the right creature to put that with. Raging Chronic. Can't attack alone. Huh. I'll mid that. Spined Worm, a 5/4 for 5. Vanilla. I'm going to bottom it. I do like the art on it, though. But still, I'm going to bottom it. Forbidden Alchemy Look at the top 4 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, the rest into your graveyard. Has flashback too for 6 and a black. I'm gonna admit it. Saddleback Lagak. When it enters the battlefield, support 2. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 other target creatures. Huh. That's not bad. Costs 4, but it's not bad. It's too bad this must have predated the saddle mechanic though in Outlaws at Thunder Junction, because if this is after that, that's really sad. It clearly was designed for saddle. Phyrexian Rager. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. I like the artwork on that one. I think that is probably much better than the one I have in my commander deck. So I'll probably be switching that. We hit it! We hit the legendary we needed! Haidegetsu Devouring Chaos. For 4, we get a 4/4 where we can pay black, sacrifice a creature, scry 2. Or we can pay 2 and a red, tap this, exile the top card of our library. We can play that card this turn. And if we exile a non-land card this way, this thing deals damage equal to the exiled card's mana value to any target. Holy crap! We had a legendary and we hit the mother load of a legendary too. That's an amazing pull. I don't know what I'm going to put that in or if I'm going to build its own deck, but damn! Battlefield Scrounger. Threshold. Put 3 cards from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. This thing gets +3/+3 into end of turn. You can only activate this once per turn and only have 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Huh, but it doesn't cost anything. I like that. For 5/5, you're basically recycling your deck. That's pretty solid. Dire Mimic. Flash. It's an artifact treasure. Flash. Sacrifice this thing, add 1 mana of any color by tapping it. Or you can pay 3, and this thing becomes a shapeshifter artifact creature with base power and toughness 5/5 until end of turn. Huh. Are you okay, Kaiba? Oh, we have a puggy moment. We have a puggy moment. It's okay. It's okay. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sorry, guys. If you have a puggy, you know every now and again they get this weird little condition called like reverse sneezing or something, is what the vet in Quebec used to call it. And you have to be there to nurture the puggy and get them through it, because otherwise they might go into a little crisis and get sick and die. You don't want that to happen. You feel better, Kaiba? Oh, good boy. You're okay. You're okay. Good boy. Go drink some water. Okay? Go drink some water. Good boy. That wasn't drinking water. Disdainful Stroke. Counter spell unless converted mana cost with converted mana cost 4 or greater. That's a pretty solid pull for Dollarama Draws a Destiny. Fragmentize. I put it to the top. I was originally going mid, but I put it to the top before you criticize me. Destroy target enchantment or artifact with converted mana cost 4 or less. For 1. Heck yes. I'm gonna mid that one because it's a sorcery, because the other one's an enchantment. Or an instant, I mean. Grasp of Darkness. Target creature is -4/-4 until end of turn for 2. That's pretty solid. Ooh. Observant Alseed. You can bestow it for 4 and a white. Vigilance, and the enchanted creature would get +2/+2 in Vigilance. Nice. I like it. Gleam of Resistance. Creatures you control get +1/+2 until end of turn, and tap those creatures. Cost a lot, but it's worth it. Crush Contraband. Choose one or both. Exile target artifact or exile target enchantment. For 4? I'll take it. Alright, guys. I'm not gonna do any more right now because clearly my puggy needs me. I hope you guys can understand that. I just wanted to finish this real quick so that you guys weren't left hanging. We got our legendary. We continued our streak. It's a better legendary than the last two we pulled, I'm pretty sure, to be honest. With that said, much love to you all from me. Take care. See you on Thursday. And don't forget to keep tuning into the Jumpstart videos. I will keep posting those, but I don't really talk very much in those. I just read the packs. Alright, bye!